So using the everyday parenting challenges to teach these skills and building a connection that's a lifelong connection is social emotional learning. That's all that it is. So the reasons why we want to develop this is that it so happens that a person who has those skills and who are really good at these, they don't need to pick fights. They don't need to put people down. They're not violent. They are not being disrespectful or mistreating others. And essentially, we eliminate most, if not all, the parenting challenges we have as we build these skills. And even if we think in our society today, all the problems, social, political problems we have, they always stem from the lack of these skills and the lack of that connection. So we wouldn't have prejudice and racism and violence and all those bad things and negative things that we see if people were happy, wholesome, and purposeful. Happy, wholesome, purposeful people just don't do those things. So that's what we're trying to work towards. And we need practice because it doesn't come with age, and we can all look around in society and see that it doesn't come with age. And let's be honest, I am not there either. I still need to work on a lot of these skills. So if we want our children to be well-adjusted and to be happy, wholesome, purposeful people as adults, they need to be emotionally stable. They need to be confident. They need to be kind and empathetic and all that. So the one thing you can do, there are many things you can do, and you can be using your everyday challenges with your children to teach this in a variety of different ways. But today I want to give you the most important one to me, in my opinion, which is family problem-solving sessions that brings you all together, so connects you all, and also give the opportunity for you to be the leader and the coach in developing these skills in yourself, in your spouse, and in your children. So this is the benefits of having a family problem-solving session. You are practicing brainstorming, you're practicing thinking and problem solving, you're practicing communication skills, so listening, expressing, and respecting differences. You are practicing mutual respect. You are helping your child become accountable so they can admit to mistakes in a safe, supportive environment. You are teaching self-regulation and self-management, and on. There's so many things. You teaching cooperation and how to find win-win situations and so many other things. And here's how you get started. So you need to have an agenda if you want. So it's not that you need to, but it would be good to have an agenda. So it's just a piece of paper on your refrigerator that you can write down, or they can write down issues as they come up during the week. So if there's a sibling fight, or they're not listening to you, or someone took their toys and they're mad, they can go there, or they can tell you, and you put that problem on the agenda to be solved at the next family problem-solving session. And then you could have a set time for those meetings, and let's say have it once a week. We have one formal family meeting once a week on Sunday nights, but we do these problem-solving sessions with our children all the time, every day. As something comes up, we all sit down and regroup and talk about and process it using those problem-solving activities that you're going to be learning. So you could have a set time, or you could just choose times as you see the problems are arising, but you want to make sure that the time is a good time, that people are not hungry, or they're not too tired, or it's not right before their soccer practice and you're going to be rushed, or they are anxious and they want to get out of the house. So you want to be mindful of that. Then the next thing that you need is to make sure that it's age appropriate. So this is best for children 3.5 and up. And if you have little ones, you can still use those problem solving, and you can still build all those skills through the everyday life and through the challenges that you see, but you may not have a formal meeting for the very little ones. But you can still have the meeting just for you and your spouse. And if you have multiple children with a variety of different ages, you can have the meetings for your children who are 3 and up, and the little ones can be around and watching. They can participate at their ability, but you don't want to expect too much of them. You can give them a coloring activity, something for them to do while you're having the activity, or you can even choose to do those sessions when they're taking a nap, when the little ones are taking a nap. These activities I have done in the classroom when I train teachers and students in the classroom, with students preschool all the way to teenagers, all the way through high school. And I also use those meetings for the teachers, the same format for faculty meetings, and then for family meetings. So it is a wonderful tool. And this I got from my positive discipline in the classroom training. And I'm going to be sharing with you 16, something like that, activities in this program. And you will be able to modify them as you see fit and make it age appropriate, make it, easy for your child to digest. So you also want to make those meetings democratic. You want to keep it short. You do not want to take this as an opportunity to micromanage them or to control them. You also don't want to let the children dominate the meeting. You want to keep it democratic and really short and sweet. So, okay, now you're ready to have your first family problem-solving session. There's only 3 steps. It's super easy. So you start on a good note, and what we do is we have either an object that would be used as sort of a talking stick. We have a candle that we pass around. We light a candle and we pass it around when we're talking, but our kids can manage the candle. If you think that would be a disaster, then have a rock, a pretty shell, or anything that you could use as a talking stick. And we take turns doing compliments, appreciations, and gratitudes. So we choose one thing for, every time we have a meeting, and we say, let's start with gratitudes today. And everybody has a chance to express a gratitude. And that just sets everybody to a positive tone. It sets everyone up for a good meeting. So you want to start on a good note. And then you problem solve. So you take 1 or 2 issues from your agenda. And even if there's a bunch, you only want to do 1 or 2. You want to keep it short and sweet. And you are doing this in a very open, safe, mutually respectful way. You are just brainstorming solutions for that problem. You are bringing awareness to the problem. You're giving everyone a voice to express how they feel about that problem. And then you're writing it down, the suggestions, and then you decide as a family 1 or things that you want to choose to try for the next few days. So let's choose this solution that we brainstormed to try, and if that doesn't work, we'll choose something else from this list we brainstormed. And that's it. And then you want to end on a good note again. You want to either plan an activity as a family for next weekend so everybody can vote on what to do together as a family. You might want to end with a short little meditation, with some yoga stretches, with a group hug, with, you want to have a game night right after. It's just, you want to sandwich that problem solving part in between 2 positive, pieces of this meeting. So that's it. You can try, family problem solving today if you want. What you need to do now is also win your children's cooperation and get their buy-in to have those meetings. Perhaps your spouse is not even all, that into having something like this, or your children think it's going to be really boring, or you don't even think it's going to work. So if you're feeling that way, then there is just the right activity for you to do, which is called Cross the Line, and it's all about win-win situation and really about getting them to buy into doing a family meeting. So you also want to watch that next. So that's it. You are ready to have a family problem solving session and to start to coach your children and developing all these skills and improving yourself and your spouse as well. And really finding a way to connect with them and reconnect with them when things are breaking down. So you can fall back into those sessions where everybody comes together and let's regroup here and find that connection again and again. So that's it. Enjoy, have fun. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.